Did you know the average person spends over 10 hours a day sitting? That's right, more time than we spend sleeping. And this modern epidemic is literally reshaping our bodies. You see this? The forward pelvis, the hunched shoulders. This isn't just a bad posture, it's a structural crisis happening to millions of bodies right now, including mine. Over 10 years ago, before I was a coach, I couldn't stand for more than 30 minutes without lower back pain and had terrible posture from slouching, playing video games all day. I tried everything: chiropractors, massage, ergonomic chairs. Nothing worked until I discovered what I'm about to show you. Within just 14 days of the protocol I'm sharing today, I eliminated 90% of my daily pain and after 30 days, fixed my posture permanently. The solution isn't more sitting devices or gadgets, it's understanding what's actually happening to your body. And the simple reset protocol anyone can do in just minutes a day. Stay until the end because I'll share the one posture fix most experts never mention that made all the difference for me and many of my clients. What's up, everyone? I'm Mohammed, and for the past decade, I've been helping people extend their pain-free years through smart movement. Today, we're tackling the silent epidemic destroying your body: sitting disease. Let's be honest, most advice about posture is completely backwards. You've probably heard, just sit up straight, or buy this fancy chair, do more core exercises. But here's the contrarian truth most doctors won't tell you. Your bad posture isn't a discipline problem, it's a biological adaptation. Your body is literally reshaping itself to match your most frequent positions. And all those quick fixes, they're treating symptoms, not causes. Today, I'm giving you my complete 4-step posture reset protocol that's helped over 95% of my clients eliminate pain from their anterior pelvic tilt and rounded shoulders permanently. Today, we'll cover understanding your body's adaptation system, the mobility reset that unlocks everything, the strength sequence that makes good posture effortless, and the daily micro habits that make the fix permanent. This isn't theory. These exact methods helped me overcome crippling back pain after years of bad habits. And as a longevity fitness coach for 10 years, I've refined this protocol with desk workers, gamers, and even professional athletes. Let's start with what might be the most important posture discovery of your life. Before we fix anything, you need to understand what's actually happening to your body when you sit all day. When you spend hours in a seated position, your hip flexors, these muscles right here, physically shorten. A 2017 study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that just 2 hours of continuous sitting significantly reduces hip flexor length and activates a compensation pattern in your lower back. But here's what's fascinating. Your body is incredibly efficient. After weeks and months of sitting, your nervous system literally remaps your normal position to make this new compromised posture feel natural. This creates what I call the posture pain cycle. Sitting shortens your hip flexors and weakens your glutes. This pulls your pelvis forward into an anterior tilt. Your lower back compensates by overarching. Your upper back rounds forward to counterbalance. Pain signals start as your spine compresses unnaturally. You try to sit up straight, but you can't maintain it because the underlying pattern is locked in. Think about it. How many hours do you spend trying to fix your posture versus how many hours you spend reinforcing bad patterns? It's no contest. This is why most posture advice fails. It's fighting against a biological adaptation without addressing the root cause. So here's the cold truth. You can't out-exercise a sitting problem. The average person spends 70% of their waking hours sitting. That's over 600,000 hours in a lifetime. No amount of 30-minute workouts can compete with that. But here is the good news. Your body's adaptation system works both ways. And once you understand this, you can use it to your advantage with the mobility reset I'm about to show you. Now, for the game changer, the foundational mobility reset. Most people start within strengthening exercises, but that's backwards. Imagine trying to build a house on a crooked foundation. It doesn't matter how strong your walls are if the base is misaligned. The first key to fixing posture permanently is releasing the chronically shortened tissues that are holding your body in the wrong position in the first place. Let me show you the exact routine that unlocked my hip flexors and transformed my posture. The progressive couch stretch is your first move. This targets the hip flexors directly. Place your knee in the corner of a couch or against a wall. Keep your spine neutral, not arched. Gently shift your weight forward until you feel a stretch at the front of your hip and hold that for 2 minutes per side, breathing deeply. The key detail most people miss is keeping your core engaged during this stretch. When I work with my clients, they're always shocked to discover they've been doing this wrong their entire lives. A 2019 study in the International Journal of Sports Physical Therapy showed that regular hip flexor stretching not only improved range of motion, but also reduced lower back pain by 47% over 6 weeks. Next is the thoracic mobilization sequence. Using a foam roller placed horizontally across your mid-back, support your head with your hands and gently extend over the roller, moving up one vertebrae at a time and pausing at tight spots. Perform 10 deep breaths at each significant restriction. When I first did this, I couldn't believe how locked up my mid-back had become. I literally heard audible releases as decades of desk posture started to unwind. The wall angel completes our mobility trifecta. Stand with your back against a wall, feet 6 inches away, pressing your lower back flat against the wall. Bring your arms up in a goalpost position, touching the wall, and slowly slide your arms up overhead while maintaining contact with the wall. Most people, including my former self, can't do this properly at first because of shoulder restrictions, and that's normal. Your ability to perform this movement is a perfect indicator of your current posture dysfunction. What makes this sequence so powerful is the neurological reset it creates. We're not just stretching muscles, we're reprogramming your body's default position. So now that we've created a space and mobility in the right places, let's talk about how to stabilize this new position with strategic strength. Now that we've reset your mobility, we need to strengthen the right muscles to hold your new alignment. Here's why most posture exercises fail. They focus on the wrong muscles. Most programs have you doing endless planks and crunches, but research from Stuart McGill, the world's leading spine biomechanist, shows that core endurance, not maximum strength, is what maintains healthy posture. Let me share the 3 movement sequence that transformed my posture and that many of my clients do as well. The foundational glute bridge activates your most powerful posture muscles. Lie on your back with knees bent, feet flat. Tuck your pelvis slightly to flatten your lower back. Squeeze your glutes to lift your hips, creating a straight line from shoulders to knees. Hold at the top for 3 seconds. Focusing on posterior pelvic tilt, perform 3 sets of 12 reps daily. The key detail, you must feel your glutes working, not your lower back. If you feel this, you're reinforcing the problem. When I first started fixing my posture, I discovered my glutes were actually asleep, a condition called gluteal amnesia that affects up to 86% of office workers. And according to a 2018 study from Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports. Next is the bird dog progression. Start on all fours, maintain a neutral spine, that's crucial. Extend opposite arm and leg while keeping your torso still and hold for 5 seconds, focusing on stability, not range of motion. Build up to 10 reps per side, alternating. What makes this exercise magical is the cross-body stabilization pattern. Research from Dr. Stuart McGill shows this movement pattern specifically targets the multifidus, tiny but powerful muscles that support individual vertebrae. And finally, the banded wall slide supercharges your upper back. Loop a resistance band around your wrists and perform the wall slide we learned earlier with gentle outward pressure. Focus on pulling your shoulder blades down and back. Build up to 3 sets of 15 controlled reps. This exercise specifically targets your lower traps and rhomboids, the exact muscles that counteract rounded shoulders from typing on the phone. Let me share a quick personal story. When I first started this protocol, I couldn't hold proper posture for more than a few minutes without feeling strained. 3 weeks into this strength sequence, I suddenly realized I've been standing with perfect alignment for over an hour effortlessly. That's when I knew this approach was different. The key to this sequence is consistency over intensity. 5 minutes daily creates more lasting change than an hour once a week. Now, let's talk about the daily micro habits that make these changes permanent. We've reset mobility, we've built targeted strength. Now we need to make sure these changes stick with daily micro habits. Here's what most posture programs miss entirely. It's not what you do in your workout that matters most, it's what you do during the other 23 hours of your day. Let me introduce you to posture integration training. Tiny adjustments that reprogram your default position throughout the day. First, the 20-20-20 rule. For every 20 minutes of sitting, stand for 20 seconds, look at something 20 feet away, and perform 20 seconds of a mobility micro drill. This isn't just about posture. It's based on research showing that breaking up sitting time with brief movement dramatically reduces metabolic damage. A landmark study in diabetes care found that even brief standing breaks every 20 minutes reduced blood sugar spikes by 39% compared to continuous sitting. Here are 3 micro drills you can rotate throughout your day. 1, the standing hip hinge. Stand with feet hip width apart, maintain a slight knee bend, and hinge forward from the hips, keeping your back flat. Return to a standing position, squeezing your glutes at the top, and perform 5 controlled reps. 2, the doorway chest expansion. Stand in a doorway with elbows bent at 90 degrees, placing your forearms on the door frame and gently lean forward. Feeling the stretch across your chest, hold for 20 seconds, breathing deeply. And my personal favorite, active sitting. Sit on the front half of your chair, position your knees slightly below your hips, maintain a gentle curve in your lower back. Set hourly reminders to check this position. My client, Sarah, a software developer, reduced her daily pain from a 7 out of 10 to a 1 out of 10 by implementing these micro habits for 3 weeks straight. And the second game-changing habit, environmental triggers. Place visual reminders in your environment where you'll regularly see them, whether it's a colored dot on your computer monitor, a posture reminder as your phone wallpaper, or an alert bracelet or watch alarm. Every time you notice these triggers, perform a 3-second posture reset. Gentle posterior pelvic tilt, slide shoulders back and down, and lengthen through the crown of your head. What makes this so effective is the frequency. You're reinforcing proper alignment dozens of times throughout your day, far more powerful than any single workout. And the final micro habit, sleep positioning. This is the secret weapon most posture programs completely ignore. You spend a third of your life sleeping, yet few people consider how their sleep position affects posture. If you sleep on your stomach, stop immediately. This position forces your neck into extreme rotation and hyperextends your lower back, reinforcing the exact patterns we are trying to fix. And for side sleepers, place a pillow between your knees to maintain hip alignment. Use a pillow height that keeps your neck in a neutral alignment. Consider a body pillow to prevent rolling onto your stomach. Now, for back sleepers, place a small pillow under your knees to reduce the lower back arch and use a supportive but not overly thick head pillow. Optionally, you can place a small towel roll under your neck for additional support. A 2017 study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science showed that proper sleeping position reduced morning pain by 61% in patients with postural dysfunction. Remember, your body adapts to positions you spend time in. Make sure your 8 hours of sleep are working for your posture, not against it. So, there you have it, my complete posture reset protocol that's helped many of my clients eliminate pain from anterior pelvic tilt and rounded shoulders permanently. Let's recap what we've covered today. Your body adapts to positions you spend time in, both good and bad. The mobility reset unlocks restrictions from chronic sitting. The strength sequence builds support in the right muscles, and daily micro habits make the changes permanent. Remember, posture isn't just about looking better, though you will stand taller and appear more confident. It's about eliminating pain, improving breathing capacity, and adding pain-free years to your life. The science is clear. Proper posture reduces your risk of chronic pain by up to 60%, improves oxygen capacity by 30%, and can add years to your functional lifespan by reducing compression on vital organs. If you take just one thing from this video, let it be this: your body isn't broken. It's adapted perfectly to what you've asked it to do. By changing these inputs, you can change the outcome, and it happens faster than you might imagine. I'd love to hear about your posture journey. Drop a comment below sharing your biggest posture challenge, and I'll personally respond with specific advice. If this approach resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get my weekly movement protocols. Remember, your body is designed to move well and feel great. Let's reclaim that natural alignment together. And until next time, stand tall and move well.